story time. So is there anybody who wants to come on up? Bruce, did you want to come up? Jasmine, are you up to it? I know you like singing. Yeah, we'll make Laura come up. She used to come up all the time anyway. She knows the deal. Bruce, you coming? Grab a seat there, young man, sir. We're bringing Jasmine up today. Have you met Jasmine before? Jasmine's, yes, Jasmine's mom used to come up here all the time. You're hiding your eyes, are you? All right. Hey, guys. How's it going? Is it warmer outside? And how many people like warmer weather? You do? You don't have to put on all your coats and boots and everything. Isn't that cool? You like warmer weather, Jasmine? Yeah, you do. The answer is yes, in case you're wondering. All right. So we have been talking about a guy by the name of Moses. Can you guys say Moses? Moses. Excellent, Bruce. Thank you. And Moses, last week we talked about this great big sea that got parted impossibly. The Israelites got through, and then they went walking, it says, into the desert. Now, Corey, what do you run out of and don't find in the desert? What was that? Water. Has anybody here ever been really thirsty? You? Julianne, did I hear you got thirsty on your walking around New York City? Shelby got thirsty. Did you not take your water bottle? You see, I told you many years ago that I always have a backpack with a water bottle in it. And guess what happened though? The Israelites were walking through the desert and they ran out of water and they didn't know what to do and they came upon a puddle of water. And they went and they Let's stand and sing together. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, O Lord, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and renew a right spirit within me. Now this time, we're going to have, you guys can go to Sunday school, but Shelby's got to read.
Our scripture reading today is taken from Exodus chapter 15, verses 22 to 27. Then Moses led Israel from the Red Sea, and they went into the desert of Shur. For 3 days they traveled in the desert without finding water. When they came to Marah, they could not drink its water because it was bitter. So the people grumbled against Moses, saying, "What are we to drink?" When Moses cried out to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood, he threw it into the water, and the water became sweet. There the Lord made a decree and a law for them, and there he tested them. He said, "If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God, and do what is right in his eyes, if you pay attention to his commands and keep all his decrees, I will not bring on you any of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you." When they came to a land where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they camped there near the water. Our responsive reading is taken from Psalm 91, verses 1 to 2. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust.
Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence.
He will cover you with his feathers, under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart.
You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day,
Nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday.
1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you.
You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked.
If you make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord who is my refuge,
Then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent. He is Lord, he is Lord, he is risen from the dead, he is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Let us pray. Lord, as we look into the scriptures again today, continue to teach us that we might grow in faith. Amen. So the poor Israelites had just been delivered from the Egyptian army in a powerful and humanly impossible way. And the next story in the next chapter, they can't find any drinkable water. And one of the things we can be sure about in life is that when we face a challenge, and we face it down or hopefully overcome it, we're pretty sure that there's going to be another challenge show up and take its place, right? You just finally get the crops planted with good water in the ground have several middle events or smaller problems that need to be overcome. You come to the crisis, the pinnacle of the story, in which the characters try to resolve the main problem, and then they begin to work out the results of solving the main problem, and then you have everything back to normal, or as they say in the nursery rhymes, happily ever after. So you start with once upon a time, you live happily ever after. The point I'm trying to make is the happily ever after, though, doesn't tend to happen much in this world. And what's interesting is if you look at this story, you can see the story of the entire Bible, or the story of Jesus wrapped up in this mythic pattern. Now, it's interesting that C.S. Lewis, a medieval literature professor from Oxford and then Cambridge University, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, some cool scientific science fiction trilogy, as well as a bunch of Christian apologetic works, was living in a time when people said, oh look, the Christian story matches the myth, therefore it's probably not true. To which C.S. Lewis says, no, you're misunderstanding. The Christian story is the main story of life, and all the other standard story structures are photocopies or patterns on the myth, and what makes the Christian story different is that it is the mythic story that has become true. And if we understand where we fit in this story, we can better understand how to live. Let me kind of illustrate this. Lyle Kyle. I should never have had you stand like that. It's so confusing. Kyle, hit the space bar. Creation. In Genesis, the word Genesis literally means in the beginning, in Greek. We have creation. The world is made. It's a garden. You don't have to work. You just go pick fruit off the trees to eat. Everything's wonderful. Except there was one rule. Don't eat from the tree in the middle of the garden. And so, Kyle, the fall into sin. They were told, Adam and Eve, don't eat from the tree in the middle of the garden. So what did they do? They ate from the tree in the middle of the garden. Anybody have children? Julianne, do not cross this line. What do you want to do? Cross the line, of course. It's part of our human nature. And what's interesting is, why did they eat that fruit? Well, what did the snake tell them? You're going to be like God. You'll know good and evil, and you can be in charge of your own lives. And that's what sin is. People often think sin is